From the moment you start playing games, it's something that ropes you in for years and years to come. Gaming is a way to unwind and relax, a way to take your mind off things that have happened during the normal day of work or school. But over the years of growing up, this feeling of enjoyment when playing games has started to decrease, and it ends up becoming a question on, how can I even enjoy these games again? Frankly, the art of gaming is one in which changed my life forever. Tossing all the stress of school, work, and life to the side, and just unwinding is a fortress that will remain unchanged forever. But as I grew older, obviously some parts of my gaming time began to become stale, especially trying to decide what games I wanted to play. And this became more and more visible as time went on. And it would not be a matter of when I was going to play, but what I was going to play. So I decided to take a different approach to things, a way to get myself out of this video game hiatus. So I decided to widen my array of gaming titles to co-op based games. Now, this isn't really a massive step for someone like me who has played co-op games before, but as a person who focuses a lot on single-player games, I thought it would be a good chance to re-spark that joy of gaming again. Playing with friends and being able to work around them and bounce ideas around about beating a particular boss or enemy was ultimately refreshing. As playing alone, I would not be able to work together with another person, and I would just have to battle it out alone. But with this, it also brought myself closer to the games as well. When one of my friends points out a hidden artifact or a level that I myself would have missed, makes for the whole journey to be rather thrilling. And as there are many different co-op titles from comfort to hardcore styles, the range at which you can play with friends won't leave you feeling that need for more. With playing with others, when faced with an obstacle that brings doubt or a challenge, it's easy for you to just want to give up. But having other players surrounding you and motivating you to push forward, then it becomes an easier answer to the question, should I just stop playing? Facing this dilemma of gaming boredom, it stems to be the case of what are you playing and how are you playing it? I know with my previous knowledge on this kind of displeasure, I found that going back into my video game library and playing the very first games that sparked my interest provided a level of nostalgia that made me realize why I actually came to love gaming in the first place. Traveling back in time to play my first ever introduction to gaming, The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, I immediately began to wonder why it made me love games. And as I played through it, and eventually beat the game, the wonder soon became foreseeable. Reliving all the games that started this made me realize the importance they had on shaping my life, and ultimately how I became to be the person today, as they all had an influence on me in different ways. For example, Animal Crossing left me grounded. Ghost Recon made me want to do things not in the eye of the public. And Daum made me want to save the world. Everything that was in your past catalogue is just a burning ember waiting for you to reignite it. And in this way, you might just be able to find that passion for video games again, or make it stronger. I don't want to speak for myself when I say that sometimes when I struggle to beat a game, I turn to Reddit forums and guides to be able to get past a certain point. And I would be lying if I said I didn't do this at all. And one of the main reasons I found getting into games challenging was I wasn't actually playing them for myself. It would always be someone else playing for me. Whether it was a person talking to me through how to get a certain ending or how to get past a boss, it would never be an authentic experience. An experience in which I had to learn to thrive, to inevitably get past a challenge. And in this way, the whole point of a game could ultimately be lost, not by spoilers or understanding of what will happen next, but by not experiencing what the game offers yourself. And sometimes games will not leave you with a lasting impact. And although this made me feel disappointed, it allowed for me to move on to other games. But the struggle with that is that when you keep getting games like that over and over again, it can start to feel a little bland. And I'm not saying that these are bad games that don't have a lasting impact. I just don't think they clicked with me at that point in time. Maybe if I happen to go back and play them now, they might just sway me a little differently. But it's hard to experience what it was like back in my younger years, as time seemingly just got the better of me. I didn't have any time to play games anymore, no old games and no new ones. It was just all slipping away. As I eventually got bored playing a couple of titles that I would generally play back to back, such as Ghost Recon and Kingdom Hearts, I decided to look towards taking a dive into other genres, games that I would not usually play. And in doing this, I found that it became even more refreshing to play titles that I'm not used to. I went in with a completely unbiased opinion, not knowing what would come of it, and in the end, it seemingly helped me enjoy the most out of these games. However, a lot of these games now allow for you to be yourself and play in the way you want to. You can ultimately decide for yourself what to do. And the devs have created the world environment in order for you to do this. And in a way, this opens the gameplay experience to a whole new level. Being able to move away from the linear aspect of the story and go down your own path. No one else is controlling you to stay on that path. It's up to you, the player, to understand what you want to do. And I believe there is something freeing about that. This leaves the door open for different experiences, with each experience propelling your gaming experience forward, helping you to learn and understand the complexity of the game's environment and mechanics, finding little secrets, or trying a new strategy that no one else has even thought of or attempted, while it being increasingly more fun to play back through an old title and experiment with yourself or others is something special in fulfilling enjoyment in gaming. And for the most part, finding the simple things that you love about gaming can be that little book that ultimately turns into a chronicle of gaming memories.